What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video of me, Game Level. In today's video, we're going to talk about the tech tree and what to unlock first, what to unlock last. So if you want to see that, let's roll the intro and get straight into it. So a bit of a heads up before we start in the first option of today. I got a lot of help from friends, and somebody actually wrote a script for me, social, from the leader from EP, Stadium's Podium, or if I said it correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, actually helped me with writing a script. So if you want to, guys, let me know in the comments and I will publish the script that he wrote, and also leave a link to his Discord server in the description. So make sure, if you have any more questions, to join that server. That entire server is based on teaching newer players. So please make sure to check it out. Okay, that little rant out of the way, let's go in. Future Devil here, aka Editing Devil. Due to the length of the video covering everything, I decided to put it in 3 parts. So part 1 will be housing tier 1. Part 2 will be housing tier 2, and part 3 will be housing tier 3. So that's also easier for you guys if you want a specific tier. Hope you guys don't mind. Back to the video. A fresh new account, you start with all the medium cubes. All of them. Not the rods, etc. Just the medium cubes. You also have tier 0/tier 1 lasers, or which most of the players, including me, calls them by the old name, which was SMGs. Because back in days, we used to call SMGs. So if I say SMGs, I mean lasers. Also, tier 0/tier 1 plasma and tier 1 railgun. And when it comes to movement parts, you got Maclax, tank tracks, wheels, and hovers. Tier 0/tier 1 Maclax. If you don't plan on building your own bot, but you have to look out for a max. As long as you don't have a stickman that could snap into 2 parts, or just snap into 2 at any moment, and appears to have a lot of guns, because you need the damn guns, then you're basically sad. And in fact, the starter bot, it's pretty hard, to put it politely. The one mech you really want to have a look at is the one which uses Maclax and tank tracks. It doesn't require Triforcing knowledge, rod forcing knowledge. It's very noob friendly, and the health per CPU is the best you can get for a tier 1. Well, also, the bots we talked about will be shown on screen. Tier 1 tank tracks and wheels. You might think that wheels and tank tracks by themselves are also quite good, since they're tanky. But building with these parts is a noob trap. And reason for that being, it's very hard to make a good camera control. Well, you could turn on sideways driving. Then you have other problems. The other problems is it's generally more difficult to avoid, for example, plasmas. Plasmas do splash damage for people that don't know it. In a mech or a hover, you can jump. This, you stay on the ground, so it's harder to dodge them. And in this tier, it's basically the main weapon which gets used. So it's very stupid to use it on your own. Tier 0/tier 1 hovers. Due to the absence of a rudder in tier 1, rudders are the things you can fly with, which tier 1, you don't have them. And the sheer difficulty of building them, hovers are extremely difficult to build. Trust me. I know it because I used to build a lot of hovers. It's by far the worst noob trap. If you attempt to build these yourself, it will go sideways very fast. And most good starter hovers are built by experienced players. Even people that can build 3 billion times as good as I can. And why it's so hard to build them? It's because there's a lot of stabling options, or it just feels awful if you don't know what you're doing or how to build. And nowadays you use rudders. I came from an era which you didn't have to use rudders from hovers. So for me, I would also not recommend you guys to build them. You're better off building something with the rules or tracks than a hover if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do know what you're doing, a hover will be very good. In all cases, be sure to unlock preferred weapon first. And your preferred weapon, not mine. Your preferred weapon.